Have you ever watched an 80s action movie? You know, stuff like Commando or Universal Soldier or Jackie Chan action movies? If those references are too old for you, how about Afro Samurai or Basilisk? Basically, that's what Ninja Kamui is all about. A 13-episode anime made by what looks like about 3 relatively new studios, one of which is going to be behind the Lord of the Rings anime, and basically Adult Swim. Sure, their actual name is William Street, you know, Adult Swim's in-house production studio, so it might as well be Adult Swim, but I digress. Well, actually not really. The American trail is very important in understanding why the graphics of this show look the way they do. It is a style that I honestly don't know the name of, and I jokingly refer to it either as high-res early 2000s American cartoons, you know, like Men in Black, or Afro Samurai, aka the serious anime, all of which basically describe shows that are specifically targeted at a Western audience. It is also why the show's plot is this predictably average. Once upon a time, there was a ninja village, and the ninja village had a spat between the conservative faction that didn't want to leave Japan and teach others their ways, and the progressive faction that did, which ended in the progressive faction winning and the conservatives scattering. Our hero Hidan is one of said conservatives, but not really, who lived happily with his wife and son, and then they got killed by ninjas, so Hidan decides to take revenge. Thus, as per requirements of a Japanese thing that wants to ape the West, now he needs to go and take care of a lot of lieutenants in epic battles, culminating in a fight against the guy he respects, blah blah blah. Editor just put an image of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and Streets of Rage. That about sums it all up. And yes, the plot being this predictable is ultimately the show's biggest and most obvious flaw. Hidan as a protagonist is about as interesting as the postal cardboard box. A gruff, no-nonsense dude who in his Japanese version talks so aloof, man, like he don't give a shit no more. And there is also a good FBI agent who is good, and a girl's sidekick that was all good and shit until she got basically fridged. Oh, and also there are powered suits of armor, because of course there will be powered suits of armor. Why wouldn't there be powered suits of armor? Having a powered suit of armor is basically the modern cliche of a ninja character, because it provides a plausible explanation of how a dude with a sword can go against whatever techno bullshit the enemy is going to throw at them. The battles between the suits are almost always done in 3D, by the way. It's not bad 3D, but I can practically feel the cost cutting done there. Okay, Auntie, it currently sounds like you've hated every moment you were watching this. Honestly, no. I guess the most accurate way I feel towards it is I was entertained, but also not really impressed. By all means, this is a competently made anime. The graphics are ultimately fine, the music is serviceable, and at the end of the day, isn't that the biggest thing that should matter? After all, it's always the execution of the story, not its originality that matters. And, well, yes, but at the same time, originality of the story is part of the reason why people remember it, you know? Sure, it's a good anime on a technical level, but after you watched it, very few people are going to remember this anime, and I'm almost willing to bet that those who would definitely do it because it was their first anime, Mother Goose Syndrome, if you will. And that basically sums up all I think about the show. Thank God the show was this shit. I originally thought I had to see of it, but no, we rambled on an entire episode.